Hello everyone, welcome to Pepcoding. In this video, we will look at the question Ishaan in sticks. Okay, so let's take the question statement. Okay, so it is saying that Ishaan has a craving for sticks. He has n sticks. So we have n number of sticks. Okay, he observes that some of the sticks are of same length and thus he can make squares out of them. So here you can see we have 2, 2, 2 and 2, right? So they are of same length, so I can make a square out of them. So 2, 2, 2 and 2, right? He wants to know how big of a square he can make using those sticks as sides. So it is saying that we need to find how big of a square we can make from these sticks, right? So if I take 2 as my length, the biggest square that I can make is of area 4, right? I can make a biggest square of area 4. But what if, let's say, I choose this 3, 3, 3 and 3, right? I choose these 3's and I make an area, a square like this, right? 3, 3, 3 and 3. My area is going to be 9 here, right? My area is, for if I use 3 as my sticks, then my area is going to be 9. If I use 2 as my sticks, my area is going to be 4. So I need to tell him what is the biggest square that I can make. So I need to tell him the maximum area, or can you tell him the maximum area of the biggest square that can be formed? So I need to tell him the maximum area. And it is also saying, also calculate how many such squares can be made using the sticks. So first we need to tell him the maximum area that we can make using those sticks, or maximum area of the square we are going to use, or we are going to make using those sticks. And also we also have to tell him the number of squares we can make like that. So here we have 4 threes, right? But also we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? We also have 4 another squares, or 4 another sticks, by which we can also make a square of 9 length, right? So I can make 2 actual squares of 9 length, right? So my answer for this question is going to be that my max area is 9, and my number of squares for that max area is 2, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I have 8 threes, right? So I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 3, 3, 3, 3. I can make one area of square 9, then another 3, 3, 3, 3. So I can make another area of square 9. So I need to find what is going to be my maximum area, and for that maximum area, how many squares I can make. Okay, so let's see this question, and let's discuss the approach. I hope the question is clear. Okay, so in this question, we are going to use an unordered map. Right? And in this hash map, we will make a frequency hash map. Okay, so a frequency hash map. Now, in this unordered map, we will have two things, right? My key and value. And the key here, it will be represented by my length, and the value will be represented by my count, or number of sticks. Which means that I will parse through this array, right? And I will check for that value. So let's parse this. Let's say I'm at 2, right? I'm at 2. 2 is not in my unordered map. I'll put 2 in my map. Then I'll put 1 as my frequency, or this frequency is representing the number of sticks, right? For 2, I have only one stick here, because I've only passed till here at this point, right? So I only have one stick of 2. When I go to this point, I'm at 3. 3 is not in my map. I'll add 3 in my map. I'll put 1 as my count, right? Go back to 2. 2 is present in my map, so I'll update the count, right? It is through 2 now. Then I'm at 3. I'll update the count of 3. I'm at 2. I'll update the count of 2. I'm at 3. I'll update the count of 3. 3 again, right? 3 again. 5, 2. Then it is updated to 4. 3 again. 6. 3 again. 7. 3 again. 8. And then 4. 4 is not in my hash map. I'll add 4 in my hash map. And I'll put 1 as my uh, 1 as my count. Okay. So after this, after all of this is done, in my map, I have this as my values. Right? These would be my values in my map. So I just need, now I have the number of sticks, right? For 2, I have the length of the stick. So this is my length. This key is representing my length. And this value is representing the number of sticks I have of that length, right? So if my frequency, let's call this value or this count, or if my frequency is greater than equal to 4, what does this mean? If my frequency is greater than equal to 4, it means that I can form a square, right? I can only form a square if my frequency is greater than equal to 4. So if my frequency is greater than equal to 4, then I'll make an area, right? I'll find my area. What is my area? So for let's say 2, right? For my 2, my area is going to be this key times key, right? My area is going to be key times key. Now I found my area, so I need to check my area with my max area. So I'll make a max area here, int max area, right? Or let's write this here. I'll make two things, int max area, which is -1, and int number of squares. This is also -1. I'll make two things, max area and number of squares. It will check, I will check that if my frequency is greater than equal to 4. If it is greater than equal to 4, I'll find my area, right? This is saying that I can make a square. Now I'm saying that give me the area of that square. What is going to be the area? If the area is greater than my maximum area, I'll just update my maximum area with this area, and I'll set the number of squares as, what is going to be the number of squares now? Okay, so let's check. Let's remove this. Let's see here. I have 8, right? For 3, I have 8 sticks. I have 8 sticks of length 3. So this means that I can make 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Right? So 8 sticks are used up, and I've made 2 squares. So this is telling me, let's imagine that this was 18. Right? Let's say if this was 18. If this would have been 18, what would have been the number of squares? Right? The number of squares would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So I've used 4 sticks here, 4 sticks here, 4 sticks here, 4 sticks here, total of 18 sticks. All of them are of length 3. Right? So I've used 16 sticks and I've made 4 squares. So it is saying and this is out of 18 sticks, right? So this is saying that if I have all of my frequency greater than equal to 4, my number of squares are going to be my frequency divided by 4, because I'm making an area, right? And because I'm making a square, and a square requires 4 sticks, so I'm dividing my frequency by 4, and it is going to give me the number of squares I can make of that max area. Okay, I hope this approach is clear. And also if I have a sample test case like this, if I have 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, right? If I have something like this, then you cannot make any square out of them, right? If I make a hash map here, if I make an unordered map, for this, my 2 is going to have 2, 3 is going to have 1, 1 is going to have 2, right? These would be the values, and I cannot make any square out of them, right? So I'll just return -1 and -1 in that case. minus 1 as my max area, and minus 1 as my number of squares. That's why I initialized my max area and my number of squares as minus 1. Okay. So I hope the approach is clear. Now let's try to code this. Okay. Okay. So now first we need to make a hash map, right? So first let's make an unordered map of int type, int comma int, right? Let's call this map. Now after that, we also need a array list, right? So what is this array list, or what is this vector? We will use this vector. We will have a vector like this, and it will store two things. It will store the maximum area, and it will store the number of squares. Okay, so we need to return a vector which stores a maximum area and a number of squares. So unordered map and a vector int, let's call this answer. Okay, now we will run a loop on my array. So array dot size. Now since I'm running this loop, I have to check my unordered map. So map dot map of dot find arr of I, right, is not equal to map dot end, right? This is going to check that if the value is present in my array, or if the value is present in my hash map or unordered map or not. If it is present, then I'll just do map of array of I. This is my element, right? I'll put that value. So I'll take the map of arr of I, the value which is present already there, I'll increment it by 1. Okay. Else it means there is nothing present. So map of arr of I is equals to 1. Okay. So after this, I've got a unordered map which is completely full, and it contains the frequency of every stick, right? Of stick of every length. So now we just need my squares and my maximum area, and this is 0. Now we need to traverse on our hash map, right? So for auto, okay, let's call this it. Now it is representing my hash map pair, right? So it is representing my hash map pair. So now what is going to be my frequency? Frequency is going to be map of it dot first, right? So this is my frequency of that hash map. Now if my frequency is greater than equal to 4, if my frequency is greater than equal to 4, then my area is going to be it dot first, or the key times key, right? So it dot first times it dot first. After that, I'll check that if my area is greater than my max area. If it is greater than my max area, then my max area is going to update by that area, and my number of squares are going to be frequency divided by 4. Okay. So after this for loop has run, let's comment these out. This is to fill my unordered map, right? And after that, I'm taking this max area. Let's call them -1. Let's use -1 here. Okay. And also this is to find max area and number of squares for that max area. Okay. After this has run, I just need to push back it to my answer. So answer dot push back max area, and answer dot push back squares. Okay, and then return answer. So I hope this is clear. This looks fine. Let's run this. Is accepted. Let's submit this. It's passing all the test cases. So I hope you understand this video. If you don't, I would suggest rewatching the part which you don't understand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.